hanging with my boys, the Man of God, and Game Changer on the Slingshot sound spot.
I can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah, turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. I take on anyone. I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog.
What's up, brother?
What it do, baby?
Man, I'm excited about this one today, man. I'm excited about this one today. Oh yeah, the Big Sims. Shout out to Big Sims, man. Shout out
Jason. Big Sims Designs.
Yes, indeed, man. I am excited about this one today, man.
It's a good one, man. It's a good one. It's different. I don't think anybody's ever done this in the community before.
Man,
never been done.
We got the man that made podcasts cool, man. We got the man that made podcasts cool, a legend in the Slingshot game, and then we got the co-host of the year, the co-host of the year, the female co-host of the year, the Texas legend.
She got many titles.
Yeah, man. We got. You know, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. And normally we talk a lot before we do our introductions, man. But I think we get straight to the introductions, man. What you think?
Let's go. Let's jump right into it.
I think the first one we bring on is, like I said, the man that made podcasts cool, man. The man that changed the podcast game in the Slingshot community. The first podcast that I actually started to watch, and I respect this dude a lot, man. Respect what this podcast does for the community a lot. And man, we had to have this man on, and I am glad that he accepted our invite. And with us is Allstar. What's up with you, brother?
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
What it do, Allstar?
We appreciate you coming, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Can I say thank you guys? Thank you guys for the invite, man. I really do appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Well, thanks for coming on. Obviously, we appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. And you know, we can't have Allstar on live. You know, we can't bring him on and interview him if we don't have his trusted sidekick. If we don't have the Texas legend herself, the co-host of the year, the lady that I don't know if she keeps him honest or if she the one that he has to keep honest. I don't know which one it is, but with us is
y'all are ridiculous. That was cute.
And thank you as well, Queen, for joining us. We're excited for this show. It should be fun. It should be different for you guys because now you're on the other side of this.
Yeah,
absolutely. Thank y'all for having us. I'm all excited.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So,
yeah.
In the comments right now, we got Mrs. G, Wind Chills. What's up, Mrs. G? We got Ted Hernandez. We got Blue Devil. Big Rod is in the building. We got Bougie in the building. So we appreciate y'all. Man, hey, we appreciate you guys coming on. We're going to do this interview style. We got questions that I know the community, you know, some of the community might already know. I know you guys have probably talked about this in the past, but some of the community might not know. And I think it's interesting. I think it's worth them hearing. And you know, I think it makes for interesting dialogue. And gives y'all a chance to, you know, like Rob said, be on the other end and kind of tell us about yourselves, you know, where y'all came from, where y'all going, everything. So Rob, I'm gonna hand it over to you, man.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that you know, we get to hear maybe another side of what you two, you know, where you come from, you know, how you got into this, and we'll get into some questions. But my first question is, how and when were you introduced to the Slingshot community? So Allstar, we'll start with you.
All right. So yeah, that is a great question. So for me, 2015, I was at Myrtle Beach Black Bike Week, and it was probably like day 2 of the weekend, and we were doing our regular ride at night. and we went over to the Atlantic Beach where everybody hangs out at nighttime. And we turned down one of the side streets, and at a distance, all I could see was like a bunch of people looking at some type of vehicle that had numerous lights on it. So as we got closer to it, man, I got off my bike and started walking to it. So I walked up to it, man, and I was a fan. I didn't ask the guy no questions, man. All I needed to know was what it was, and I could find it. So for me, it was 2015 Bike Week, Myrtle Beach. I first seen it, fell in love with it. I think it was, so that was May. And June, I actually purchased one from Daytona Beach in June 5th. June 5th, I actually purchased it. I actually did the paperwork with the gentleman, and I actually bought a trailer there. I didn't know how I was going to get it home. I just drove my truck to Daytona to pick up my Slingshot. When I got there, I did all the paperwork, and I told him I would be back. And I found me a trailer, bought me a trailer, and I took it back home.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. So, Queen, same question to you.
So I first saw the Slingshots. I had moved to North Carolina for a very brief moment. Y'all, I thought I was in love. I was about to get married. I was married there, right? Man, look at here. I know that ain't got nothing to do with this, but it's a part of my story. So while I was in North Carolina, Fayetteville, I saw a Slingshot on the highway just roll by. It's like, damn, what was that? Flipped the Yui, did a U. So I can go chase down to see what it was. And I still didn't know what it was, but I was like, oh, damn, that was in 2015. Because that's right. I moved back home in 2015, after that 9-month short stay. Anyway, the point is, I followed, I saw it. I was like, okay, I got to find out what that was. So this is 2015. 2016, a friend of mine in Killeen had one. So I was like, oh, okay, let me reach out to him and see what was what. He tells me, oh, you can go get them at Ride. Or at that time, it was called Woods Fun Center. He's like, oh, you can go over there and go get it. But they have a lot of recalls right now. I was like, a lot of recall. Like, what the hell's wrong with them? I mean, y'all know Allstar because you have a 2015.
Yep.
2015, 2016, them recalls was ridiculous. Like, what the hell was going on? So I was like, nah, I ain't going to get one. I'll wait. This was 2015. 2016 still doing. I was like, nah, too many recalls. I'm going to still wait.
Yeah.
2017, actually, I reached out to Allstar. I was like, hey, Allstar, I see you got a Slingshot. I hadn't talked to Allstar since he left Texas. So it had probably been about 10 years since I talked to him. But I seen him flossing and styling and profiling on Facebook.
Hey, at that time, Queen, they had gave me so many nicknames in Georgia. They had gave me like Lambo. They had gave me Slingshot. They had gave me Orange Bandit. They had gave me so much.
Orange Bandit.
Yeah. So I was always orange.
And that's what had caught my attention is that his was orange. And that's what I was looking at because I have an orange truck. Of course, I have an orange Camaro. I have orange Busa. So, of course, I had to keep with the trend of all my orange vehicles. And when I seen his, I reached out. So I was like, okay, I ain't waiting no more. 2017 came, went up to Woods Fun Center. Said, I want that one right there. They go, do you want to test drive it? Nope. If something wrong with it, I'll bring it back. Bought it and took it home. And then voila, went to my first event, which was Mo's event in 2018. Rode that mug all the way to Dallas to hang out with SS22. But that was how I originally got introduced to it, is just bought it in 2017, waited, and then I went to Mo's event. And I loved it.
Very cool. Very cool.
Hey, Queen, what did I tell you when you called me?
I'm trying to remember. That call was back in 2016, beginning of 2017. Dude, we in 2024. You think I remember that conversation?
I said something like the best thing. It's the best thing ever. I said, you'll love it. I think I said you'll love it.
Yes, because I was asking you about it and should I get it? And I see you got an orange one. Like, asking the typical newbie questions about it. So, at that time, 2017, I was a newbie still, even though it was only out like, 2 years. But so that's how I started.
Nice.
Yeah. When did y'all get y'all's, TJ? Rob, when did y'all get y'all Slingshots? Just curious. I know I shouldn't be asking questions. It's just in me.
No. That's fine. Go ahead, Rob.
Good, TJ. Okay, so my first one was in 20. I got a 2015 in 2019 or 2020, very beginning of 2020, right when COVID hit. I bought one
Gotcha.
and had that for a year, and then sold it. I didn't have one for a year, and then I wanted the newer model when I bought my second one, and that was when I brought out the game changer.
You got the Polaris engine in.
Yes, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, the sucky one. TJ.
Yeah, the what? The what? Hey, that's debatable because listen, I had a 2015 and that fucker had issues too. All right.
Did you miss the part where I said they had recall after
Yeah,
recall?
I know. Listen,
recall?
I know because the people that I bought my first one from, the 2015 from, they had kept receipts of all of the recalls that they did. Like they did all the they kept on all the maintenance and all the recalls, and I was like, damn, that's a lot of recalls for a vehicle that was only 3 years old at that point, you know. Yeah. So
hey, before I answer, Queen, I'm gonna tell you, I think your bestie feel left out by your answer because he in the comments talking about, and then I showed up.
Ro did. When Ro got his, he reached out to me. So yes, because I got mine before Ro.
No, so
that's how it happens, though.
Yeah.
So I retired from the Marine Corps in 2018, and like 4 months after I retired from the Marine Corps, I bought a Riker, and I had a Riker. Yeah, and Ingrid and I were dating at the time, and she bought a Riker. So we were going all over the place with our Rikers together, and I was in Spokane, Washington, and I saw the Slingshot at the daggone dealership when she was buying hers, and they weren't making automatics yet. So she was like, no, I don't want it yet because I want an automatic. I don't want no manual, this and this and this. So I was like, I'm gonna just wait till they get an automatic. That way we could buy one and we could both drive it. We came down to Texas. She got stationed at Hood, and then I bought the house up here in Dallas. And one weekend, I took my Riker out to the dealership, and I traded that thing in and got a 2017. That was in late 2019, almost 2020. And I came home and she was mad. She was like, "You traded in the Riker?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Why didn't you trade because I had my Riker was decked out. I had speakers, I had lights, I had the extra seat, I had everything." Like, "You should have traded my shit in, and I could have kept yours with all the freaking accessories and shit like that." And I was like, "Damn, I didn't even think about that." So I bought it, and then the rest is history, man. Just like everybody else, I swore I was just, hey, my music is for me, not nobody else. I'm gonna just put speakers on the inside.
Isn't that the truth, man? Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's funny.
That was a cool story. Obviously, All-Star. Look, I'm used to talking back and forth.
Right?
Yeah, that was cool, TJ. Yeah. And now Ingrid got her own. So
and now she got her own. Yep.
Bam.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Go ahead, bro.
You got one, TJ? You want me to do another one? Okay. All right. So how have you seen the community grow since you came into it?
Yeah, man, that's an awesome question too, man. So you got to realize that 2015, like Queen alluded to earlier, there wasn't a lot, man. So it was just like everybody was trying to figure out how to put rims on it. Everybody was trying to figure out how to put lights. Everybody was trying to figure out what to do with it, man. And then there was so many recalls. Like we were on the blink of just turning it back in and saying, no, you know what? Hey, bro, I don't know about this one. Is it dangerous or not? Is it reliable? Yeah. So, I mean, there was not a lot of competitions. There was not a lot of social media about the Slingshot at that time, 2015. True. So you could see a couple people. I would post some things, and you could see a couple people. I tell you a story. I was in Myrtle Beach, and I was doing interviews with some guys in Myrtle Beach in 2017. Didn't have straight up TV or didn't have nothing, but I was just that crazy about Slingshots. So I wish these guys would find me because they have to remember me, man. I interviewed like 6 people in 2017, all over the United States at Myrtle Beach. And the way we talked, the way we conversed, it was like love. It was friendship. It was the support. He was like, "Yo, what do you do? When did you get that? Have you ever did this? What's your thoughts about this or that?" It was just like, man, we were sharing the idea of owning a slingshot and just talking and conversing. And it was so free. It was so easy. It was effortlessly. You know what I'm saying? But that was the beginning. And like, listen, if you have like 4 people that go to a trip to Vegas, it's going to be really easy. It's just 4 people. But when you throw 25 more people in that same trip to Vegas, it's going to be some issues, man. So we've evolved into this big giant like community, man. Compared to back then, it was just a few people, and it's changed so dramatically. It's hard to express the changes and how they occurred because they came so fast. Like I don't want to say before they made automatics or after they made automatics, but it seemed like it just warped into something out of nowhere. We had more businesses came up to started making parts for the Slingshot, and it just went like wildfire, man. So right now, if we can ever get back to what it was back in 2015, I'm not saying about the fun or whatnot, just the way we used to converse with each other, the way we used to show patience to each other, the way we used to follow each other, the way we used to link up and let's ride. If we can get back to that, man, it will be the Slingshot community would be so much better. It was so much better if we could get back to that. But I don't know, Rob, TJ, Queen, I don't know if it can ever get back to that. Because like I said, it was so easy. It was effortlessly, man. Back then, people would ask you so many questions at the gas station and you didn't care about answering. You just would answer it all day. Now, man, I don't want to talk. I don't want to answer all these questions. So we might be the problem. I don't want to answer all these questions. I got a place to go. Places to go.
Great. Yeah. I got places to be.
Listen. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it definitely has evolved and changed. And mind you, I only came in 2 years after they come about, and to see how this sound competition stuff has just taken over, I wish it would go back. And I honestly am kind of sad and disappointed at SS22 because I thought y'all were gonna take it back to the basics, which would have been y'all's 2018 event, to where there was no sound competition, or maybe y'all could have did the DJ battle or something. I know I'm not talking about y'all's show because I didn't even get to go to the event, but I just, if people need to see what it was like back then without all of this bitching and crying and, oh, I'm better than you. And it has changed as far as the dynamics of the people that are coming in. I'm not saying it's the new people. I wouldn't dare do that because it's a person's personality that's making them be this way. But back in the day when we was in the bike community, we used to say our alter ego, when we get on that motorcycle, baby, if y'all thought y'all was talking to Lavina before she stepped on that motorcycle, baby, I was damn sure and you couldn't tell me shit. I'm ready to race every dude. Baby, I'm ready to talk shit. I was a totally different person when I got on that bike. One, I felt like men didn't respect us females on it, right? Almost kind of the same when the Slingshot came. It wasn't a lot of females riding the Slingshot yet. Or they was the backpack, as we used to call it, if you was on a motorcycle and you was on the back of your dude bike, you was the back. Well, they was the passenger in their dude's ride. So it wasn't a lot of females come 2017 either. So now to see all of these females just doing it, man, I am loving it. I am loving all the female bikes. Mind you, we all know Mo started that shit. She gonna always get the rain claim to that because her bike, you would swear it was I was about to use the N-word. You would swear it was a dude bike when you saw Mo's bike. So to know that was a female, oh yeah, she had got all the respect. We understand why she's Mo, or whatever. But it has definitely changed. And you asked that question, do you think Allstar, you ever think it'll go back? Hell no, it won't. It'll never go back to the way it was.
Yeah. No, I think it's grown so much that change is good, but it'll never go. And I wasn't back, I wasn't there when it was, but I've seen old old clips and old YouTube videos of these original shows that were happening, and it just looked like a lot of fun. And that's what got me into it. Was like, I want to be a part of that. You know what I mean? So
it just
and
looked so much.
obviously,
It looked so cool back then because it felt like almost every show you went to, you saw somebody that was doing something for the first time ever. Like, it was like, and now it's like, it's so hard to be the first ever at anything now. Like, somebody has thought, even if you don't see it now, somebody had already done it a couple years ago and had already redone their sling twice since then.
Right.
So you think you're doing something and then you pull it out and they're like, oh yeah, Ted had that back.
Such and such had it.
And you're like, damn, like I thought I was about to kill him.
I thought I was the first one.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, let's get back to the comments. Emac from Hot Slings. Shout out to Hot Slings in the comments.
Yeah, shout out Hot Slings.
Flossie's out there. Chad, aka Lucas. What's up, Lucas? Annihilator in the building. We got a Bumblebee out there. Ro is out there. Chris Sling Life is out there. UAS. Shout out to Jack and UAS. Snow is in the building. Moses out of Cali. Moses is in the building. King Lays is in the building. Dana is in the building. Dragon is in the building. So, Baby Smoke is in the building. What's up to Baby Smoke?
Smoke dog.
Cynthia Armour is in the building.
Yeah. So shout out to y'all, man. Kevin Moore is in the building. We appreciate y'all. Dana said, if you guys could have been around in 15, 16, and even 17, you wouldn't believe what the events were like. It was just like family everywhere. Yeah. I promise y'all, I wish I could have got to see that. Because you see the comments on Facebook, like, man, I wish we could just go back. And when you weren't there, you're like, come on, man, like enjoy what it is. But if you were there, you really have that visual and that feeling. So that would be so shout out to the OGs that were doing this thing since 2015, 2016. I respect that. And you're still in it. You know, those that were doing this in 15, 16, still doing it and still loving every day of it. Yep. Jack said, I met All-Star back in 16. Great times.
Oh, yeah.
So D Nice in the building. What's up to D Nice? So what else you got, Rob?
All right. So how would you like to see the Slingshot community evolve? Where would you like to see it grow to?
Yeah, that is, man. You guys did your homework on these questions.
That's a good one.
It's a tough one because I thought of this myself. Like, how do I answer this question? You know what I mean? So I get it.
Yeah.
Everybody would have their own perspective on what they see and what they would like to see happen. But, it's a question for you and a question for Queen. Where would you like to see it go? Where do you see it evolving?
My opinion would be that a lot of more friendships need to be formed before you meet the Slingshot person. Like, you got to get some more respect in there. Like there's not a lot of respect. Like if I already knew you and we were friends, I already respected you on a certain level. Slingshot is nothing to it. It's just something we added to it. So I think when we meet each other at Slingshot owner against Slingshot owner, there's not a lot of respect. So we got to get back to respecting each other and just, your opinion is valuable. I want to hear what you have to say, and I want you to listen to what I have to say. Like, we don't care about, what other people think or how they feel sometimes. So sometimes we have to sit back and just, respect your opinion. Respect how you feel about the situation. And I think that's a starting point to us getting somewhere there that we would love to be in, as far as this large community from city to city, state to state, when we all meet at these different events, man. It's a bunch of love. And sometimes you just gotta ignore. You gotta really ignore when something is really negative, and it's a narrative that's been driven, and it's always going to be driven. You just gotta don't feed it. Don't give any validity to any kind of negativity, man. Don't give any kind of validity. Just don't respond to it, because and I know when you hear something that's really been said or it's taken too far. So just don't give it the energy to grow. You know.
Yeah.
I think we can evolve to a better community, man. But right now, it's just there's not a lot of respect. Like if we battle in the sound of the LED contest, man, I respect you. You won. It is what it is. We'll do it again the next time. I respect you. If I don't respect you, then I'm gonna try to hurt you. I'm gonna try to talk. I'm gonna talk about you or whatever. I respect you. Like I wanna battle Lucas. I want to battle Lucas because we talk so much, man. Yeah. I want to see who wins. I really like that guy. Yeah. Like TJ, I want to battle TJ. I want to see what's gonna happen because we cool. Yeah. Like when I battled Ro, man, that was fun, man. And I battled Bumblebee, that was fun. When I battled Beast, that was fun, man. Because I talk to those guys every day, man. Yeah. I talk to those guys, text message, we talk. It was fun. Battled Big O in Alabama. It was fun, man. I talk to those guys all the time. I know those guys. So it's like there's respect there. You know, there's respect without the slingshot. There's always going to be respect there. And when you can just, you know, get on that level with friendship, then, you know, it's not going to matter what that slingshot is really doing at that point.
That's a dope answer, man. That's a
good answer. I like that.
Yeah. Where I want to see it evolve to is, and yes, I am copying and taking it from the biker community because it's just bred in my soul. I want us to start having education or having conventions like how they do the pro convention. At the pro convention, it used to be just for your public relations officer, for all of them to go meet up and just talk about how they can, you know, make the club better, bigger, how to, you know, get the exposure for the club. It started off that way, and that's why it was called the pro convention. But then over time, they saw how all of the education they were getting, all of the skills that they needed, they was getting it for just that one particular title in a club. Then they open it up for all of them, and you have your little breakout sessions. All of your, you know, your vice presidents, your presidents go to this session. Y'all talk about how y'all can. Allstar, I know you went to a lot of. I went to a lot of those pro conventions, and they have them in different states every year. So if the slingshot community could do something, I know we don't have that many years, you know, under our belt like the bike community, but how old school. Not calling myself no OG, just the old school, almost at the beginning of it. If we can let some of the new people know how to love on each other, how to respect each other. Yes, these can be classes. Yes, these can be something that we can do to where we're bringing people together. And it's not no one particular person's event. It's actually a forum for us to just learn how to battle correctly. Let's learn how to pick the right judges, or either a judge breakout session. I just think we need to evolve to something like that, to where we're learning more and we're educating others and we're helping the new people come in. Like we need to evolve to some kind of forum like that. I would love to see that. Then after that, we need to have some what do you call propellers on them, because I want to see them start flying after that. I want to see them in the air. I want to see a slingshot flying.
Hey, we ain't ready for that.
Yeah.
We ain't ready for that. Hey, they're over Jersey right now.
Yeah.
I just think we need to take it to another level. We need to do more than go to an event and sit there all day and watch the sound competition. So
no, I like that.
I like that. Yeah.
Like Kevin Moore's in the comments. He said there has to be unity somewhere. Even piggyback on the slinging out hunger that the group does. Why not have a day that the whole slingshot world sets out on a national day to feed the homeless or something? Take away from the competition.
Yeah, in your state, you can do that. Like how we did the female international ride. That was like coordinated with all the different states doing it. Some states got to come together. Of course, a lot of us couldn't go way over there, you know, to California, whatever. Yeah. But who was that? Kevin? That's a great idea. That can be another forum or another breakout session at our event, whatever we're going to call it, to where we talk about how to start giving back more, how to do community. Don't always get on Facebook to show what you're doing, or you can. It doesn't really matter. But like those are some of the things. I know Miss Nisi out of Houston, she goes and feeds the homeless. I'm not sure if it's every Sunday, the first Sunday. She do it every single month. And I remember Sling Experience gave her a humanitarian award or something like that for doing that very thing.
Yeah.
So this community can do so much more.
Yeah.
We really can do so much more.
Absolutely. Shout out to Mark with Sling Experience. He's in the comments. Shout out to Moet. Moet said, so, you know, I talked to my son about this. Moet made a comment in the comments. He said, respect is earned. And he made that while Allstar was talking. See, I disagree. I think respect is given and trust is earned, because you could respect a perfect stranger. Respect has to be lost. There's nothing wrong with respecting a perfect stranger until they lose your respect.
Right.
You know, there is something wrong with trusting a perfect stranger. So I think trust is earned. Respect should be a given. A man should respect another man until that man shows him that he's not worthy of that respect. So, and I think we get so caught up in these names, you know, man of God, game changer, queen, all-star, and we don't focus enough on the, you know, the actual real names of that person. And it's like All-Star said, that's the difference between some of these relationships that are really good in the community. They knew each other before this life, and now you know, but the ones like All-Star said that meet at the event, you know, they know man of God or they know game changer. So it's too easy for them when they lose to start the nonsense or whatever. And we need to get away from that. And like All-Star said, we need to get back to respecting them people as people. They put just as much time and effort and energy into what they pulled into the ring with as you did. Like, let's just have fun, man. Let's get back to that. The respect and the fun, and this community could be so capable of so much if we got some great minds, some great people, some great everything in this community. If we could just focus on moving that the right way, man, this thing would be unstoppable. Yeah. So I got one for y'all. All-Star.
Sure.
How did you come up with the idea for Straight Up TV? Like, what was your original vision and goal? And then has that vision and goal shifted throughout the years?
Yeah. All right. So like I said earlier, in 2017, I was in Myrtle Beach doing interviews with Slingshot owners, right? I didn't have Straight Up TV then, but I was doing the interviews back in the day. And it was just like the vision was to be able to share ideas. I wanted everybody on the East Coast to be able to see what the West Coast is doing. I wanted the West Coast to see what the East Coast is doing. I wanted it to be a connection between all Slingshot owners to where, you know, we could converse, man. We could talk about this, we could talk about that, because I've learned so much from other Slingshot owners in the beginning that were breaking their Slingshot apart, doing their own oil changes. They were doing all those things. I wasn't doing them, so I learned in the beginning how to do all those things. So the vision was just to be able to connect the dots between everybody, man. Alabama, Louisiana, Texas. I started the first Sling Talk. Sling Talk 1, 2, 3, and 4 were just in my podcast room at my residence. And a young lady told me, she said, you know what, you need to go ahead and do that thing where you can just bring them in. So me having a background with video production, it was easy for me to transition into being able to bring people in. So once I got that going on, the vision was like, yeah, I can do it now. I feel it. I can really do it now. Because before, just bringing people to my residence in the podcast room, you're only going to get those 4 guys' opinion. But when you can bring in people from across the United States, man, it's a plethora of information that everybody can share with each other. And we're all learning, we're all growing, we're all having fun. If I can save someone a headache from doing something they shouldn't do because they just heard these other people say, we did this, we messed up, don't do this. You know what I'm saying? So, and far as the vision, man, have I reached the goal? I have not reached the goal that I'm going for, but I'm damn near on the journey. I'm on the journey. And I say that because we're at Sling Talk 38, I think, like Queen. Is that 38? I think we had 38.
Yes.
And it's been so many Slingshot owners have came on, conversed and talked, learned. I have so many messages so many emails from different people who said, "Hey, I got this thing. I wasn't even going to keep it until I started watching your podcast." And just messages that say thank you for that. I learned a lot or whatever. I even had a couple wives said, "My husband keep watching this damn show and keep spending that money on this damn slingshot." So it's a double-edged sword, man. It's a double-edged sword because some of the stuff we talk about costs a lot of money, and it'll dig in your bank. But I haven't reached the goal, but I'm definitely enjoying the ride to get to where I'm trying to go to. But ultimately, it's just to bring everybody together so we can all converse. Like when TJ goes to an event, whatever state it is, you're not introducing yourself to nobody. They already know you. They already know you. They already seen your bike. They already know your views on certain things. When Game Changer is pulling in, they don't even have to see Game Changer get out the truck. That's Game Changer right there. That's Game Changer. Now, I know that guy. It's Game Changer. Man, so like you had to like kind of humble yourself. Last year I had to humble myself because the first person asked me for a picture or something. I was like, what? Man, I'm just a dude from North Carolina.
We're just regular people like everybody else,
North Carolina, man. And that was crazy, man. And I tell you, once again, I had to humble myself again because I had the birthday party. I had like 20 people with a straight up TV shirt on. I had to humble myself. I was like, this is cool.
That was a good time.
That was cool. So I haven't reached the goal, but I'm not going to stop. And it's just to create a safe space, man, where we can have meaningful conversations about slingshots, man. Like, if you have a slingshot, I want you to be able to come and look at the title of the video and learn something. At the end of the video, you have a lot to take away.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's what gravitated me to your whole podcast was because you kind of touched on a little bit of everything. It wasn't, one specific thing. You brought different people on all the time. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was 2020, Atlanta 2022. You were doing some interviews in the parking lot. Who's the guy that had the pink sling, had like the helmet? He owned a place where Three More Showdown was.
The Predator helmet.
Yeah.
His son got the matching power wheel.
Talking about TK.
Yeah.
So yeah, TK. So I seen you going through the parking lot at that event and like doing interviews with Corinne and I think Justin Wilson and some other people. And I was like, wow, they're really doing this like on this level. And so I immediately tuned into that show. And I think that was one of the shows you were referring to where you had 4 people in the same studio that you were in.
Right.
Is that correct?
Right.
Because I think that was the first time I ever tuned in and watched the SUTV. You were all on different screens, but you were all in the same room.
Right.
Which I thought was pretty cool. And that I think you kind of reeled me in a little bit with that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Dude, I held that show in such high regard. I remember Allstar reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to be on the show last year. And I told him, I was like, dude, I'm not worthy of being on that. Like, I'm nobody. I said, I don't compete. I said, I don't compete. I don't feel like I'm worthy. And he was like, nah, man, this show is for everybody, bro. If you're part of the community, we want you on because you may have something that you say that people may talk about. And I think we talked about like detachable steering wheels and stuff like that. And I was like, man, this is dope, man. But applied just how inclusive it was. Like, hey, this ain't just for like the popular folks or the people that compete or this show is for everybody.
Everybody.
That's what drew me in, man, is that part of it, man. Yeah. So going back to the comments, Smooth Davis in the comments, Mama Duck is in the comments. What up, Mama Duck? Slingrid is in the comments. Slingwana. Thor is in the comments.
What's up, Thor?
So now we know how SUTV started. We know what your vision was and stuff like that. But somewhere along the line, you picked up this one over here.
No, you did not say this.
So how did the two of you become?
How did you trip on that one?
Team? How did you guys end up hosting this thing together?
So we got the same story, but I add a little bit to it. So we have history. Like Queen was in a female club called Triple Platinum in Texas. And I was the president of a new era. And then before that, it was Blazing Boys, but I didn't want to talk about Blazing Boys.
Please don't talk about Blazing. Ridiculous.
Blazing Boys. Every kind of protocol, we broke every protocol, man.
We couldn't stand them on the set, y'all. I'm not joking. We couldn't stand this club on the set. So we were both in the two-wheel community in Texas, like 2004, 5, somewhere.
5, 6, 7. Yeah. So there was a gentleman that was my sergeant of the arms, and big boy, muscles, black. And he was like special forces type dude in the military, in the army, man, big boy. And yeah, that happened to yeah.
Shut up! Oh,
So listen, he stayed.
You gonna mention North Carolina now?
Huh?
It's just so happened the same guy he's talking about is the guy I moved to North Carolina for. That same guy that was in his motorcycle club. So this was years later. I saw him again, and I moved my little hot tail ass to North Carolina. His club mate. It was his club mate I went up there for.
Right.
Yeah, we have history, but I remember seeing the show. I was a guest on the show, and I was like, you know, and again, me and Allstar was always calling. I was like, Allstar, you ever think about, having a co-host on there just so you can have some back and forth, some ping pong, and like how a lot of these shows are, on the TV, broadcast, the news station. Like it's more than just a one-man show. That way you don't feel like, you have to just do it all. You have somebody to kind of help carry it a little bit. And he was like, yeah, that might be a good idea. I was like, all right, well, I'll try to help you think of some people. He was like, what about you? Me? With my potty mouth? Me? I was like, dude, I don't know if you want that, cause I don't know what I'm gonna say half the time. I did tell him, I don't know what I'm gonna say half the time. You sure you want me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was cool. And then we did it a couple of times because, as y'all know, when I first started doing it with him, I wasn't on all the time. I just kind of sporadically come and help him out. For one, I was trying to get used to it because I know y'all think I'm not a quiet, shy person. I am a very reserved, don't like nobody in my domain. Ask Ro, my best friend, asked me how many times Ro came over here inside the house. Ro just be waiting for me outside. He don't even come inside the damn house. He probably been there 1 or 2 damn times. That's his choice, but I'm just real, private like that. Y'all don't see me post shit on Facebook about my family. So it was a little uncomfortable at first when I first started doing it. Shit, then after a while, I was like, oh, okay, I can do this shit. Let me get ready. Let me start trying to look cute too. Because I wasn't even trying to look cute at first.
When did you get comfortable when you did the all-female podcast? Is that when you got really comfortable?
I think so, because I was nervous as hell for the first one. And I had Phoenix and Paradise and oh my God, and Fifi. Like they initiated me quickly because I had to do the show all by myself.
Yeah.
And Fifi was just out of control. TJ, you know how
I know because I made the mistake of making a joke in the comments that episode.
Oh, yes.
They came for you.
I remember TJ was like, who's Stevie? Oh my God, you set her. You set her on fire, dude.
Yeah.
So that shit was like, oh my God. After I did that, I think I did start getting a little more comfortable, a little more like, okay, I can do this. This is cool. Then when I won, hold on. Then when I won co-host of the year.
Oh yeah.
When I won my chain, I was like, yeah, this is good. But I just asked him, I was like, Allstar, you ought to think about a co-host. I didn't think he was gonna be like me.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna be me, but Allstar wanted me.
Yeah.
Well, he made the right choice.
Yes, he did.
He made the right
TJ,
choice.
Do not blow my head up, because then I'm gonna start coming after Rob and start talking shit. I'm gonna come after Paula. I'm gonna talk shit. Who else? I'm gonna come after James Huntley. Don't you blow my head up, man. Don't you do it. I'm gonna come after everybody.
Yeah, calm down,
right,
Queen.
So now you've got a dope podcast. You add a dope co-host, but you don't stop there. Then you come up with the scorecard and the end of the year awards. So how did that idea come up, and where do you want to take that idea?
Right. So nobody in everything, every sports, there's always some type of record. There's always some type of scorecard. There's always some type of something that you can archive to see, who was the dunk NBA dunk contest champion 5 years ago. So we need to have some type of record. So I was like, let me see if I can figure out a way to keep score. And I didn't want to go so deep into it to where I would lose count, or it would be kind of like crazy to be authentic and crazy to be like accurate with the right numbers. So I kept it as first places for sound and first places for LED. And I built a little bracket, and I had already kind of like researched and seen that if the events would post it on Facebook, on the social medias, I could take it from them, or the event could actually send it to me, or I could just be my ass at the event. One of those three ways I'm gonna get the true data, the results. So I just wanted to create something so people would have something to say. I tell people to screenshot, or I can email you. If you're on a particular scorecard that you got first place, if you want me to email you that scorecard, I can email it to you. But you have some type of record that, listen, I got 5 scorecards, and all these scorecards, I was first place or whatever. So it was just about being able to be some type of recorder what I could document, the results from the different years that have passed. Like right now we have last year's. We have last year's and the year before. We all know what King Kong did because I have those records. We all know what Bounty Hunter did. I have those records. We all know what Sarah's doing now. Those are records. So it's just about keeping records, man, so people will actually know, going forward that, what was done in the past.
What was the first year that you started just keeping score? Do you remember? Was it 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
It was 2021.
Okay.
2021. But I didn't get serious until the next year. I got really serious.
Yeah.
The very first year, I paid for all the chains myself, and I just put whoever wanted to get on the scorecard because I was just trying some stuff, man. I was trying to do it. But it turned out to be a success, and I liked it. And a lot of people shared their thoughts, their comments that they liked it. So I said, you know what, let's try to do this again. And that's when I made the big mistake. Well, not a big mistake, when I tried to get people to pay a little fee to help me with the chains. At that time, I was buying chains with the chains.
That wasn't a mistake.
The chains are not.
People don't.
They're not free.
They're not cheap, man. They're not cheap.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you my perspective on that changed a lot, because when I first heard you come out and say that you were charging people on the scorecard and stuff like that, I was like, ooh, I don't know if people are gonna pay for that. And then my dumb ass got with Rob and we started our own podcast, and I saw how much money it takes to run a pot. Like, people think the chains and the belts, and it's like, no, before that, the money that I have to pay just to have StreamYard, just to be able to come on live, the money that I have to pay to have Canva, just to be able to make the graphics, the money that I have to pay for CapCut, just to be able to edit these videos. All of that is money before I ever talk about giving back to the community. Right. So that's when it really started to click for me. And I was like, damn, man, I sat here and had
you get it
without any facts. and that's when it was like, damn, facts are important. Like facts are important when you want to form an opinion. And yeah, like Queen said, that wasn't a mistake. That it's almost born out of necessity, because you give back to the community, man. There's people in this community that look forward to those chains at the end of the year and work their ass off all year for that chain, and you want to be able to give them that chain, and it shouldn't be out of your pocket. It shouldn't. It should be, you know, from the shows that you're boosting up and covering, or it should be from your sponsors. So, man, kudos to you, bro.
Back to like I said, when someone puts something out negative and you know it's coming from a negative place, don't put no energy to it. But that moment, you know, a lot of people were putting fire to it, and it spread out and became something it shouldn't have been. But the first year, like I said, I paid for all the chains myself, so I was just trying something. I wanted to keep it going. In order to keep it going, I had to incorporate some type of fee to help me buy the chains. You know, I've heard anything. I heard that it was $900. I heard everything. I was like, come on, man. Come on. That's crazy. Crazy. So it is what it is, man. But anything worth doing, you got to go through some red tape. You know what I'm saying? You got to be strong. You got to have tough skin and go through it and, you know, see it through. You know what I'm saying? What you consistently do will always turn into a success. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
So
well said, All-Star. I like that.
Absolutely. So before I get to my next question, Kevin Moore said, TJ, can you host a podcast and see if there is interest in doing something like the MC World do, like and invite former bikers and let Texas Queen co-host? Kevin, I'm gonna say that was Queen's idea. I think that Allstar and Queen would be awesome to have a podcast. And if they would invite me on, I would love to be a guest on that podcast. But I'm gonna hand that over. That's a great idea. I think that would be a dope podcast. Bring some former bikers and stuff like that, and try to start getting some momentum on that. But I will hand that off, especially since Queen is the one that brought that up. I will hand that off to Allstar and Queen, and I know they will do that justice. And like I said, I would be happy to be a guest on it. And then Kevin said, why Allstar have to look cool all the time? Hey, I'm gonna tell you, Allstar. Ro is well, I ain't gonna tell you yet. I'm gonna tell you.
Listen, man.
I'm gonna tell you in a second, because I don't want to spoil nothing. So I'm gonna tell you in a second. But
yeah, but to Kevin, I thank you. I like that. I hope that we can get some of that. See, that's part of. See, Kevin was listening. That's part of that. Us getting that education from the biker community, how they got everything and all their stuff so organized and the things that they do. Why shouldn't we talk to people like that in order for us to get our shit together here on our end? That's a great merge. That's a great family right there. So I like that. And Allstar, he just got to be cool for whatever damn reason. Remember, he was a president. He was a president.
All right, so Allstar, for your scorecard, what is the cutoff for I think this is it right here. I made you a banner. 2025 SUTV Slingshot Competition Scorecard closure date is 29 December 2024. Don't miss your opportunity to be on the 2025 SUTV scorecard. So if you're on here, you have a show, you host a show, you know somebody that hosts a show, and you are not on that scorecard yet, reach out to Allstar. Go to Allstar's Facebook page. He's got the information for how to get on that scorecard. I
see a lot of shows on that scorecard. There's a lot of shows on that scorecard.
And I'm happy because, I could be on the scorecard 4 or 5 times and not even leave Texas.
Not even Texas.
Yeah.
So,
yes. Very good job. I like to see all those shows getting on there.
Yep. And then also tune in to SUTV Monday, 30 December at 8 p.m. Eastern for the SUTV Slingshot Competition End of the Year Award Show. So, yes, sir. I remember tuning in, man. I was on my way home from 12 Volt last year. Yeah. Tuned in, watching this thing on live last year when they did the awards. So that show is always fun to watch, man. That show is always fun.
So TJ, since you and Rob, this question is for both of y'all. Allstar, I'm gonna ask him that question.
Okay.
You know, we had the controversy about the Rookie of the Year last year.
Okay. Good.
Okay, we want to know, because you guys have been y'all see how we working together. Y'all soundboard has shown all these people that have win. Y'all picked the first and second place. So we know that means a Rookie of the Year has to be somebody that came out in 2024, not the end of 2023, not the beginning, middle, whatever. So do y'all have a list? Do y'all have like a running score of newbies, rookies, that's on y'all soundboard that y'all don't have to tell us on the show, that y'all could, let us be team,
absolutely.
so we can, give the correct Rookie of the Year, so we don't get beat up. Because again, I still feel like the one that won it last year, she won it fair and square. That's just how All-Star felt, how I felt. But let's just do it so we don't have no controversy about it. So we're reaching out to you guys to help us with that Rookie of the Year, if y'all don't mind.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So shifting gears, All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
How excited are you for that new build to get done? Well, first of all, what build number is this for you?
This is number 3. This is number 3. Right. I'm not gonna count that $600 job I did in the beginning.
Oh, your very first one?
Oh no, that counts. That counts.
Like this.
All the sling mods. All the sling mods build.
I at nighttime. All my lights, all my speakers had lights, and I was like, woo. But anyway, man,
you were killing them though.
I'm to answer your question, I'm like really excited about it, man. So this is the biggest build I ever had on my Slingshot. Adding new batteries, man. Just a lot of stuff being done, man. The whole bike's been painted.
Is it all orange?
It's all fresh paint. So last year, far as the competition, man, every opponent I went against had bigger speakers. I had 8s. I had all 8s. And
TJ, here we go.
All of my opponents had bigger speakers, right? And I was always wondering, what's going to happen if I had the same amount of speakers, the big speakers like these guys, right? So with this new build, I got 12s everywhere. I got 12s, okay? And I'm just curious to see what it's going to be with I think I've leveled the playing field a little bit here. You know what I'm saying? Let me match 12-inch speaker to your 12-inch speaker. Let me do that. Let me see how we do this thing now. Because I felt like I was going into a fight, a battle every time, and I was like a high school student, and they was in the pros. You know what I'm saying?
One hand tied behind your back.
Listen, when I played against DTP, I could tell he was like easy day for him. I could tell.
he went to his B list.
When I played against Bumblebee was leaning against his Slingshot like, this is what? Really? And I didn't like it. But I'm a competitor. I pulled in, I pressed play, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I just want to play those guys again with 12-inch speakers. So I can see what's up. That's gonna be fun. So I know you used to hosting, so you used to seeing all the comments run down the side of the screen.
I can't see any of them.
So I'm gonna help you out a little bit because you getting beat up a little bit. D Nice said, no, them twinkle speakers count as a build, sir.
Right, I agree, D Nice.
And then Chad said, this is awesome. Will All-Star duck me again?
Oh Lord. Here Lucas go. Here he go.
One thing I do is research, okay? And last year and this year, the winningest bike that won the most had a certain speaker brand. That's all I'm saying. They had a certain speaker brand.
Oh.
And that's what I'm rocking, okay? That's what I'm rocking. Shout out to Cozy Customs, okay? Shout out to Cozy Customs.
Okay, Cozy.
and Jack said, so you're saying you have a chance.
Is that Underground Jack?
That's Underground.
Yeah.
Listen, when I hit them drivers behind each one of them 12s, listen, I said too much already. Game changer. I said too much already, game changer.
You did. You better, hey, shut it down, baby. Let him see you in 2025, man.
I don't want to put you on the spot, so if you want to keep this to yourself for right now, keep it to yourself. But do you have a target show where that reveal is going to happen?
Oh, good one.
Hey, that's a good question.
I'm definitely shit. I won't get in trouble. I'm definitely 75% done. You know what I'm saying? And hear me out. There's a lot of paint. It's a rebuild. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? The bike is bigger. The bike is stronger. The bike is a beast now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm 75 to 80% done. So I should be ready for the first event.
The first event, March?
Yeah. Sure. Easily.
Okay. Question, because we haven't talked about that. Are you keeping it orange?
Yeah, it's still orange. It's orange and white.
Oh, okay.
So you keeping the windshield too, right? Because that windshield is legendary. So you keep
that windshield. But TJ, I'm feeling Queen. I got so many decals on it. I think I'm gonna buy a new orange, the same orange or just a new one.
Man, they lighten you up, bro. They like Lucas said playlist still trash. And then D Nice co-signed that and said, "Oh my God, they had a playlist which you don't have, All-Star. You my guy, but you need a playlist, sir."
Listen.
And then even Sims jumped in and said, "How is the playlist?
What is up with the playlist?"
Hey, All-Star, tell them all you got to do is hit him with the killer cam, baby. That's all you got to do.
Hell no.
Hit him with the killer cam.
Killer cam. Be quiet, Queen. Killer cam. Killer cam. Listen.
No, we're coming with something new this year, damn it.
Hey, he's playing flashing lights. Flashing.
Not flashing lights.
All right, so Queen, we're going to shift to you because don't think that we didn't pay attention to the fact that the last time you was on our live, you were sitting in the garage on a little worker's chair with a drill in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
So what plans you got for the Slingshot next year? And don't say nothing because people that don't have nothing planned don't hang out in the garage in December.
All right.
Y'all is all I got to say. Ain't ready for the Queen. Y'all ain't ready for the Queen. Y'all ain't ready.
You got sixes on her yet?
Some which ones?
Some sixes on her yet?
Oh no, all that stuff is off. I'm like, I didn't move up. Look, for 10 years. No, I didn't move up for 12. No, but I am redoing my bike. I want to call it a build, but it really ain't because I ain't really doing that kind of stuff. I just added another sub and some more speakers and I think 3 more amps. I redid I got a what is the name of my DSP? I don't have the Fosgate anymore. I upgraded to a HKI mini or something. Yeah, I upgraded my DSP and stuff like that. So I want to make my announcement on here, which I think I did on the last one, that I want to be in the DJ battle. I'm coming hard.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. About what I want to do when I come out, for the DJ battle. I'm just to make the DJ battle be big. Y'all hear me? Y'all gonna forget about the sound competition. We're gonna play for shirts. I'm gonna get some nice shirts like how Jason Sims got his and how SUTV. I'm gonna have some shirts. Y'all make y'all's. If I beat you, you gotta take my shirt. I gotta take your shirt. You beat me. I'm gonna make the DJ battle be more than what it is, baby. 2025.
I like that.
Look, do my hair. 2025. Y'all ain't ready, baby, for the Queen in 2025 this DJ battle. So mine is not being competition ready. It probably could. I think it would have to be in, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 speakers, 4 8s and 4 6s, and then I got 2 subs that are 10. So I don't know what class that would be in, but I'm not going to be in anyway. But I'm not sure what that would be in.
Lightweight for some of these competitions this year because they some of them added speakers, so lightweight, and then welterweight for some for the ones that didn't.
No, you said you had how many 8s did you say you had?
4 8s, 4 6.
She's got 8 total speakers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's 8 speakers, 2 subs. Yeah.
Here,
But no, I'm not getting in that. I'm just getting excited. What do you say? DJ battle. Oh my God, Cougar's not allowed. We're about to take over, baby. About to take over. You better get ready. That's what my shirt gonna be. It's gonna be a Cougar shirt coming out like this. It's gonna come out.
Listen, I had so much fun at the DJ battle in Miami. It was ridiculous. It was so much fun, man.
Rob, you said it was more fun than you've ever had competing, didn't you?
Listen, I said that trophy that I won means more to me than any belt that I won in a competition.
It's more
It really
fun.
does. It really does. That was genuinely the funnest time I've ever had playing my biking music, you know?
Yeah.
It really was.
That. And that's why I want to do that instead of doing the competition. I ain't got time. I told y'all my mouth.
Well, you take all that. I mean, it's still competitive to a point, but it's not like, oh my God, you know what I mean? I gotta win. Like, it's just you're having fun. You know, you're having fun, and you're feeding off the energy of the crowd.
Correct.
You know, so so yeah, it's just a lot of fun, and I hope to see more events and shows do that this year. I hope to see more DJ battles, and you know, because it really is just a lot of fun.
Yeah, nice.
What show was the first one to do that? I can't remember who.
I thought that question was asked on, or somebody said that on our podcast before. I think it was Mo. Did Mo do the first DJ battle at SS22 somewhere like 3-4 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, we'd have to lean on the comments for that one. We got some people.
Yeah, I thought that was asked on our show, and somebody had said Mo, but I'm not 100%
I
sure.
remember Sling Experience did it one time before they moved their location, because I remember Bill Brown stood up in his slingshot, baby, and was dancing, leaning, and rocking with him. And it was like, I remember Ro, him, and Bluetooth. So that was the first
time.
So
D-Nice said Sling Experience is the first.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I bet
Ro, D-Nice, Big Rod, they all said DJ Sling Experience. Mama Duck said Nashville is working on having a DJ battle in 2025.
There you go, Mama Duck. There you go.
That should be fun.
Okay.
So Queen, I understand you have a special guest with you tonight that's going to make a special announcement tonight. Is that true?
That is true. So let me get myself together. Look, the ATX. Do I have one of them? Right here. ATX. Y'all can't see that. I need y'all to see that. Y'all see that ATX slinging? It says slinging on everybody.
Yes, sir.
I have Ro to come in because I want him and me to talk about what ATX Sling is planning on doing in 2025. So if you can bring my buddy Ro, DTP.
What up, bro? Who I look like?
Hey, so that's what I was gonna say earlier, All-Star, but I didn't want to ruin it. Y'all done traded dress code notes or something?
Oh my God, you look just like All-Star.
Wow.
Damn. That was a good replica. Wow. Okay. So, DTP, you want to tell him? You want me to tell him? I'm losing my voice. You want to tell him?
I'm losing my voice too, but I think we're gonna have a show in Austin, Texas, here pretty soon. I think it's gonna be the first weekend of April.
It is the first
have all
weekend.
the details, but it's definitely going down. Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas, first weekend of April.
Our first ATX real show. We also are gonna ask All-Star if he can send us the information because we want this show to be on the scorecard, baby.
Yes.
That's number 5 in Texas.
Yes. Yeah. Damn, you ain't gonna have to leave Texas.
Hey, gotta step up.
Baby, we ready. We ready to put on our first show. We're doing it April 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Correct, Rollo?
I think it's the 4th through the 6th.
Okay. Look at me. See, I need him. But we do have our location. We just don't have everything. But we got the two main things: the date and the location.
That's what you need. That's what you need right there.
And that's an important comment right there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't wait to go to Austin first week of April, because that is from Mr. Sling Experience himself, who has a show the very next
Yes, the
weekend.
very next weekend.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all now, if you coming from cross country, Rob, you come out to Texas, you get 2 for the price of 1. Well, not the price.
Hey, you know where I'm at. I'm in Austin, baby.
Travel of 1. You
Come on, Rob.
hang out.
I'm in Austin, baby. Let's
Hey,
We
go.
will host you. We will host you. So if y'all looking to spend some time in Texas, y'all gonna have 2 shows back to back. For all the y'all that thought we were being messy by having our event a week before Sling Experience, we are not like that. We have spoken with Mr. Mark Mallet and also Dana and the rest of the Sling Experience crew, and they just thought it'd be a great idea for us to give y'all your money's worth. If you're gonna come all the way from the East Coast or the West Coast, man, stay down here, hang out with us on that Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Y'all find something to do on Monday and Tuesday. Then everybody, let's head on over to Houston. Y'all gotta find something to do on Monday and Tuesday. But we can all head down to Houston on Wednesday, start getting ready Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and let's do it. We can make a 2-weekend show in Houston, in Austin, Texas, and Houston for the beginning of April. Like, y'all can get 2 for 1. 2 shows for 1 show.
I love that. I love that idea. I always, we kind of joked about it a little bit and talked about, hey, you could have a show before Sling Experience, because Sling Experience starts on a Wednesday, right? I think it starts. So you literally only got to kill 2 days.
Exactly.
And you can go weekend to weekend, beginning of the weekend to the end of a weekend with almost all shows. And for somebody like myself, Houston's 24 hours away from me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make that trip and I'm going to make it worth it.
There you go. We will have places for y'all that want to stay over. We got a couple of shops that'll host your RVs. I'm working on that, so hold on. Don't y'all hold me to it yet. But I'm the queen. I can make anything happen in the Texas. Okay? So we are looking for that.
Texas plug.
I'm just saying. I know people that know people that know people.
We got Tony P in the comments, said Texas is coming in hot.
You see that, Tony?
Yeah.
You hear that, Tony?
Yep. Hey, Miguel, let's ride Austin, Texas. Then we got Lucas saying, might as well leave my trailer in Texas. That's the plan.
That's the plan. Exactly. Yep. I'm working on that. I'm working on the
Then we got Chris saying, we will make them both. Let's go. And then another one, Taco Tuesdays in Houston.
Okay.
Queen G said there's a lot to do Monday and Tuesday in Austin and Houston. And Queen, I didn't read her earlier comment. She said your hair looks great. So I didn't.
Thank you. I was a little self-conscious because I feel bald-headed, but thank you.
Well, she made that comment right after you said, don't pump my head up, TJ. So I skipped that comment. I was like, let me just
You skipped it.
That would have sent her over the edge, John. That would have sent her over.
Then Baby Smoke in the comment. When Ro came on, Baby Smoke in the comment and said, damn, that dude looked like Ace Hood.
Ace Hood. No, that was a good impression when you came home. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
He had the hat in the back, glasses, and you got your hair pulled back for him?
Yeah.
Damn, All-Star, he got you.
Hey, Ro, I don't know if you was listening in the green room, man, but he said All-Star said it's a level playing field now, brother. You ain't, you got to be ready. He said it's a level playing field.
He said you ain't gonna drag him around the park no more.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He know when I pulled into the ring against him all 3 times, he wasn't even worried. And I don't even think he turned it on all the way. It's all good. It's all good.
So you bringing it ready for you? I'm ready for you. I want to see it.
Yes, sir.
We all ready. We all ready for All-Star to make his debut.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add another battery just for that one.
Oh my God.
How about this? Let's play our slingshots without it being turned on.
All-Star. Is that another challenge?
It don't matter, man.
Very nice. Very nice.
I need to know, is All-Star are y'all still battling for shirts? Are y'all still switching? Because that's where I got my idea for DJ. Are y'all still switching shirts?
TJ.
TJ, All-Star.
Yes, indeed. Because see, what All-Star don't realize is I played all year with 8s too now. I played all year with 8s too. I did put some 12s on the fenders, but I had, when All-Star saw me at KOB, I was all 8s. So, you know, I understand his pain, because you do pull into the ring with them bikes, and you like,
Hey,
well, that's what happens when you start off the season saying little speakers matter.
Oh,
Preach, bro.
okay. Okay. Yeah. But no, that challenge is still on the table. The first time that All-Star and I are at the same show, we need to battle, and whoever wins, the other person wears their shirt on their next podcast.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
You're gonna get Killer
I like
Cam.
it.
Hey, you're gonna get Killer Cam, bro.
I don't know. Somebody in the comments said you're gonna play Swoop. They said you ain't.
What?
Whoa.
Killer Cam, dog.
No, Cam, no.
No, that should be fun, man. That should be fun. Ro, congrats on the show. Queen, congrats on the show.
Yeah.
In Texas, congrats on the show. Man, there's a lot to do, and there's a lot to do in Austin. That's the capital of Texas. So you got wine country out there. You got urban country out there. You got there's some good rides out there. So even if you're looking for something to do on Mondays and Tuesday,
we definitely got the rides already mapped out of where Mount Manel. I mean, if you ain't been to Austin, y'all need to come for just the rides alone.
Yeah, Lake Travis. Man, you feel like you're in Cali. You make the right turn. You feel like you're in California with the hills and Lake Travis and stuff. So
you gonna see celebrities' homes. You know, Matthew McConaughey. You got all these celebrity homes out here. Come on. We got the rides for you.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
Absolutely.
Oh,
and like
thank
we
you,
said,
Rob. We excited.
kick the season
Yeah,
off. You ain't got the dread driving all the way out to Texas, because you're gonna get 2 shows.
Exactly.
You come out here Friday, leave the following Sunday, and you done got sling experience and a show in Austin. Come on now.
Both of them on the scorecard. Both of them on the scorecard.
And both of them on the scorecard.
Both.
What a way to start.
What a way to start the season.
Look, what I do need to know, since I am the co-host, do I get a discount on the scorecard? I need a discount on the scorecard. I'm just, since I am the co-host.
Hey, you know what? We'll give you a discount on the standings.
On the what? On the standing?
Yeah, we'll give you a discount on the standings.
I like that.
No, that'll be fun. That'll be really fun. That'll be really fun. Well, look, we've been on here for like an hour and 20 minutes, man. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all joining us. We appreciate y'all accepting the invite. All-Star, I got one last question for you. Well, for both of y'all, we got one last question for y'all. What advice, obviously we've said that we've looked up to your show. We got, I think Flossie was being petty in the comments earlier because she typed super chat $50. She typed it, super chat $50. Because we was joking on the last show, and we was like, yo, we not on All-Star level yet. Like, that's another thing people don't realize. Like, you got to be established on YouTube to get that kind of stuff, man. Established, and it ain't easy stuff to get. So what advice, as a seasoned pro at this, what advice would you have for us two that are starting our podcast out and trying to grow this thing? What advice would you have for us?
The best advice would be just stay consistent, man, and think outside the box, man. Figure out what people are not doing. When you're at the shows and stuff, talk to people and ask them, what they want to see, what they would pay money to see, what makes them watch a video longer than 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? What is entertaining to different people in the Slingshot world? Like, you're gonna have your sound people, but then you're gonna have your people who don't want to listen to sound. So if your podcast is kind of like all sound, you're gonna have those people who are gonna send you messages about other stuff. So I would just say try to be well-rounded, man. Be entertaining, and be consistent. Be consistent with what you do, and like challenge yourself, like to be better next week than you were last week. You know what I'm saying? Just give yourself little goals, man. You want to do this, you want to do that. And with these programs, man, like I got a background, I got a degree in video production, so that helped me out a lot. But so many times, man, I'm on my podcast. I send my mom a link. I'll send D Solo a link. I even send Queen a link, and I'm just trying new things that the program can do. You know, there's one program I use that I can actually have a moving background, like what we're looking at right now. I can have a video of me beating DTP in the background playing right now. You know,
it's definitely AI generated then.
but it's consistency, man. People will start coming up to you. They'll start giving you everything you need, man. And the love that you get, the messages and in person, you know, handshakes and all that stuff, that'll drive you to do it even better. So stay consistent, man. Think outside the box. Do what you're not doing, and dare yourself to do something different, man. And you know, like I said earlier, anytime you're consistently doing something, you're gonna have success.
I appreciate that feedback. That's
yeah,
good.
Absolutely. And I am going to touch on something, man. We were very intentional with the format that we chose for our show because we have so much respect for SUTV and for what you guys bring and the message that you bring. We didn't want to be a carbon copy of SUTV. We didn't want to be in a position where we're reaching out to the same guests that you have or touching on some of the same stuff. So a lot of people will see our show as being really one-dimensional, but it's one-dimensional for a reason. You know, we said we want to be Sports Center. We want to touch on the show and the sound competition, and that's it. We got respect for SUTV. We don't want to do what SUTV does. We love what SUTV does, but we're not going to do a show that teaches you when your slingshot was born or how to do an oil change or talk about 26s or bring groups from all over the country onto the show to be united on that show. We're not going to do that. And the reason we don't do that is out of respect for SUTV. Until you say, hey, I'm done doing this and there's no more SUTV podcasts, we're never going to step in that lane. We're going to stay in our lane and we will focus on sound competitions. And that will be it. And that is because of what you do. You do it so well, it doesn't need to be done again. There doesn't need to be another podcast that does it. So we're going to leave that alone, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do want to say to you, TJ and Rob, I love what y'all are already doing as far as, you know, what y'all can do or advice to another podcast. The fact that y'all make sure y'all read the comments, because you don't know how. I know y'all see me with my iPad, my laptop, my phone, because I want to make sure I don't miss those comments, because people tune in. They want to hear their name. They want their comment read. They're not just putting stuff in there just to be putting it. We need to respect the fact that they tuned in to watch us. So you have to acknowledge them. That's like key, and that's everything. You want them to tune back in, so you need to make sure you acknowledge them. It's hard because when the comments start going, oh my God. And then you're trying to engage in the show, but y'all do that good. Like TJ, you take the time to, hey, hold on, let me get my people. So y'all already doing that. Kudos. Second thing, y'all are doing the soundboard only. Love that y'all did it throughout. Yes, Jason. Love that y'all are doing it throughout. And then in the meantime of y'all waiting for the competition to start again, I like that y'all are doing the let's talk about it. I think, is that what y'all's segment is called? See, y'all still not really getting into what me and All-Star is doing. Y'all are just letting people come on and talk. You know, I came on and talk. I love that y'all are still trying to fill that in with something without necessarily feeling like you have to step on somebody else's toes. Like the fact that y'all are just waiting y'all's time to get back in y'all's lane with the soundboard. I think just letting people talk and vent and do what they're doing. TJ still making them keep it respectful and of godly nature. I love that y'all are doing that. So, I mean, what else can we really give advice on? Y'all? All-Star is the veteran. I came along picking his brain all the time, trying to improve and get better myself. I have watched some of the like if you YouTube, you know, how to keep your audience engaged or what makes a good podcast. It tells you all kind of things that you should do. You know, don't stop your show when there's 35 or 55 people watching and stuff like that. So that's what I've learned just off of, watching All-Star and just being his anchor, keeping him in line. The buffer person, Rob, I feel like TJ is the better buffer as to keeping the noise. And I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong because you're just a quiet guy, but I feel like you need that. You got to have one wild card and you got to have one person that keeps the peace. I am definitely the wild card, and All-Star is always wanting us to keep the show clean, PG. You know, he don't want no drama on the show. Like All-Star is that person, but me, I'm ready to let it up. I'm ready to like this. Come on, you said when.
Hey, listen, I think we might be the same. We might be in the same shoes, Queen. We might be in the same shoes right there.
I think you need that balance. You need that balance. So that's all I have to add to it. I think y'all are doing great, though.
No, we appreciate it.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
So, Ro, one more time before we let you go, the dates.
April 4th through the 6th.
It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
In
Austin, Texas. It will be a scorecard event. So come on out to Austin, Texas. Ro, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for joining us.
All right,
yes, thank you, Ro.
Talk
Appreciate
later, Ro.
Later.
I am truly losing my voice for real.
Yep.
Queen, you got anything for the Slingshot community before we get you out of here? What you got?
Man, look, y'all supposed to see me everywhere. Y'all thought y'all saw me everywhere last year. Y'all supposed to see me everywhere this year. And yes, a lot of times I am not gonna have my slingshot because I'm not supposed to buy a new truck, to buy a new trailer, to pull my slingshot. But y'all supposed to see my face, baby. I'm just be. That's all I want to say. I am for the streets in 2025. I know that ain't a good term. I know that ain't a good term because I'm not in the streets like that, but I'm gonna be in them streets. I'm gonna be in them streets.
In them streets, 2025, not for the streets.
Not for the right. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be in them streets. There we go. In them streets for 2025. That's all. I just want to travel more this year. So that is already my goal. My money is not funny no more.
There it is. Now we appreciate you. Much respect to you, Queen.
Thank you.
I know we will talk again soon, but thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Yes,
bye,
thank
everyone.
you.
Bye.
Bye, Queen. I'll see you in Austin.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for inviting.
Yes, sir. All-Star, what you got, man? What you got for the Slingshot community before you get out of here?
Man, just tune into the end of year show, man. Two of the events for 2025 will be awarded double points. So basically, we're going to go down the line and each event will pick a ball 1 through 17. If we get more events, it'll be whatever the number of events is, just a red bingo lateral ball, and each ball is red and has a number in it. So like this, for instance, it'll say we have KOB on. KOB was one of the first ones that got on 2025. I'll say, KOB, all the balls are open. He'll say, I'll take ball number 9. So I pick up number 9 and I show everybody ball number 9 is KOB. I drop it into the basket and I go all the way down the list. So everybody has their own ball. And then it has this thing, you wind them all up, man. You wind all the balls up. And basically we're going to pick 2 out of there. And those 2 events will be our double points for 2025.
And that's a big deal, man. Double points.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
That
yes.
Yeah, that can get you well on your way to an end of the year belt right there. Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool idea too. I like the way you put that together. It's just a total random thing to do, random way to do it. So.
Right. I want to be as transparent and I want to be as fair as possible. So I figure all these balls are the same size. All these balls numbers, and all of them going to go into this little basket that has a handle on it, and we're going to roll them, bro. We're going to roll them, and we're just going to pick 1 at a time, man, and pick 2, and those are the 2. Whoever it is, congratulations. You got double points.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then you'll also do the awards. That's December 30th, right? So you'll do that. And then you'll also do the end of the year awards for 2024 awards. Right. And then the day before that, December 29th, is the last day to get on the scorecard, correct?
That is correct.
Awesome. So, well, we appreciate it, man. Again, man, much respect to you, man.
Much
we
respect.
love what you're doing over there. We will continue to support it however we can. We appreciate you being on here with us tonight, man.
Man, I appreciate the invite, man. Please invite me again.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Thank you, All-Star.
All right, brother.
See you later.
Salute. All right, brother. Man, that was fun, man.
That was cool. I like that. That was I think that was needed. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense, that was needed to be able to, I don't know. There's something I felt like that was needed.
it's gonna be hard to top this one, man. You bring them two on, and then you bring DTP.
Yeah, right.
It'll be hard to top that, man. We we need to hurry up and get this back to just doing our brackets and our standards.
The show in Austin, that's gonna be sick, man. You know, the weekend before Sling Experience.
Austin and Houston back to back.
Hey, that makes the trip. That makes the trip worth it for me, man. You know, even more worth it. Sling Experience is a great time. That's a great show, but to double up on shows, that's a great way to do that. You know.
Yeah, you get to see all the Texas, man.
Right? Yeah.
Well, normally we stay on and run our mouths, man, but I don't think we're going to stay on and run our mouths after this one, man. I think we
need to. We covered a lot.
I think we're going to leave them with what we got, what we gave them, and next week we will be back for another Let's Talk About It. We are talking with a couple people that are going to try to come on and talk about some topics. So should be a fun episode next week of Let's Talk About It. Rob, I appreciate you always, man. Everybody in the comments.
Everybody in the comments. I appreciate you guys. Everybody tuning in. Everybody commenting. We really appreciate you. Can't do it without you.
Yeah, I'm going to read one more comment before we get out of here. Smooth Davis, it's nothing better than communication, and I like that among people, and respect for each other. Unity is what you need. 1,000%.
1,000%.
And that is the comment we are going to leave with, man. I ain't going to say nothing after that. That is it. So we appreciate y'all. Rob, have a good night, man.
You too, brother.
I can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness in my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. By any means, only thing that makes sense to me. I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in